Magbein debe.
They are supposed to be
IT.
You know what?
Nikki, mi ò sí nílé o.
ẹ wà ń lé as long as
Mi ò
you're
sí
on the
nílé, mi sí
platform.
nílé. Mi sí.
You know what
IT guy, no dey o.
about INEC right now? Do you know what they're
ṣẹ́gbọ́n
Sáré block eléyìí tó ń bọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ block yẹn náà.
2 years kégbé kankan dé.
The IT
It's
guy,
been
please,
2 years.
I want to ask about the critical thinkers right
No,
now.
you carry on.
I want to ask about the critical.
No, yeah, àwọn adopted children bàbá nìyẹn o.
Mumbo.
ẹ má lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
Adopted children of Joseph Aloba.
Mumbo, sir.
àtàwọn social legal wèrè.
Àwọn ekúlórúkọ Ish is a spokesman. Ish.
I want to ask
agbẹjọ́rò.
about the critical thinkers now.
Okay.
What are they? What with the situation of everything on ground now?
They are critical losers. That's what they are.
Let's hear from Yeti. Oh, go on. Let's hear from you.
They are critical thinkers, right? They think about
They are critical losers. Let's correct ourselves.
Okay, critical losers. What are they? What is the next line of action coming? I mean, maybe they are the one that used to think about the next stuff that is going to happen in the stuff, blah 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 blah. I think they should have seen this coming now. So what are they thinking right now?
Have they ever seen anything coming?
Personally, they are a bunch of non-entities. In English, they say on the grounds that when Joseph Aloba fell out with actually before he fell out with what's his name, Latisne and the rest of all that situation, we all started off together on Paparano's platform, and yes, people graduate and people move on. That's not a problem. Billions. Ish had his own platform. Ish was independent. Ish talk. I used to join his platform. He will pray. We do the Sunday prayers. Not that I'm into that kind of stuff, but I just like the guy. You know, he's a very good orator. He's a likable guy. He's like a magnet. I just love the way he engages with people. I think he does all that stuff like collecting money and distributing money and giving cash out, all those kind of stuff. He was a good guy. And then we had the crazy York puppy, Pork York. Pork York was a man who can't make up his mind, but he was a hopper, and he will go to platforms and just ruffle feathers. He will curse himself, curse his generation, curse his unborn children, because he wants to curse somebody, and he wants to use all this Adabi stuff and all this kind of like, oh no. It was atrocious. It was so bad that he did not have a home. He could not open his platform and stay steady without jumping to other platforms. So over a period of time, they found an opportunity and realized that Joseph Aloba, obviously at the time, did not have his platform. Even before Paparano started urging him to open his own platform and all that. By the time Joseph Aloba opened this platform, it was too late. He was already sort of like Gurexi is already befriended Pork York and the rest of all these billions and all that. So all these people are doing to come and engage with us. They shielding Baba. Little did we know that Baba was already in their camp, courtesy of Gurexi. So Gurexi will shield Baba by coming to engage with everybody, and shielded Joseph Aloba. And then Lagata was number one to Wonu Baba. Allegedly, Lagata was the one that stole most of the money that Baba collected and all the gifts he collected in his black app when it started off. He's debunked it. Paparano has called him out and all that kind of stuff. Whether he has his hands in it, allegedly or not, Lagata definitely was the one who was in control. It was the one that engineered and spearheaded all the communication and all the engagement with Brekete and all that kind of stuff. And all these people loved Lagata, and they kind of like followed his lead and all that. And then learning from Lagata, how Lagata wonu Baba, how Lagata was able to sort of like stick his hoe into Joseph Aloba. They learned something from Lagata, and they then set up their own little engagement slowly. Before you know what's going on, someone's school fees is being paid. Before you know what's going on, someone's rent is being paid. All sort of shenanigans were coming out, and they were doing all the stuff and all that. And the moment maybe money in Access or Wema or Go Fraud Me is now being commandeered, especially if Lagata has been able to go in there allegedly to empty all the presents and everything that is in a black app, and all the people that are receiving gift. Westo is one of them. People abroad will be sending stuff. It will come to Westo. They will party to the side. Some of it will come to these people. So they become personable friends to Joseph Aloba. And then from that point on, shenanigan ensued, and then slowly the style amalgamation then took place. And before you knew what was going on, Ishtok now becomes spokesman. Slowly, gently, Ishtok actually delve into the whole situation. When Paparano is encouraged this man to open this account that they've emptied already, he now has his own platform. Whenever he comes live and all that kind of stuff, Ishtok will then be the spokesman. Yeti 70 and the Crazy Comfy will be in the background, and then Ishtok slowly then became the PRO, and then it became the publicist. Up till today, if Joseph Aloba goes live anywhere, he's the one that tells him what to say and what not to say. He's the one that writes the script. It doesn't write the script and give it to Joseph Aloba, who will tell you he can't read, but he makes up the script as he goes along. And as the devil is actually delved into their union, despite their Bible bashing and all their carrying sutana and akpokpashe and all this cursing and all that kind of stuff. And as the devil wanted to have it, the devil then brought the children of devil together with the devil himself, Joseph Aloba, in the guise of a sultana, of a pastor who's never been ordained, who is a drummer in a church and just lied to people and then became a pastor, a pastress, or whatever the case may be. So eventually, they then went up with this idea to label themselves as how can I even put that? Emergency thinkers, because they will react when there is an emergency, when things are critical. They are lost in thoughts, lost in space. They run around, and then eventually they stopped engaging with the outside world, and they do their engagements in the background. They will think when they want to come public, and then they manage themselves that way, and will tell Joseph Aloba when to come and do damage limitation and all that kind of stuff. They are not registered. They are just a label of nincompoop, ne'er do good bunch of idiots with no future, with no element and iota of dreams to actually amount to anything but maggots. Flies is what they're going to become. Kids controlling an elderly man and all that kind of stuff. And up till today, if you delve into their lives and you get to know them, they are no opas, they are flounderers, they are just people who just walk the street, who just look for their daily bread on the gift they can get. Unfortunately, people don't do Lions and Universe anymore. Go fund me, go fraud me. Maybe it's still $8,000 that is still left in it. I don't know. I don't think that can feed even Baba himself, never mind them, with all the element of accountability and transparency hanging over their necks. And they've just literally sort of like showcase exactly what the world needs to know about them. They are just thieves, no offers, young people, kids that don't want to grow up, and found an opportunity to spoon off whatever it is they can get for a short period of time, not knowing that if they carry on this way, they will not even get anywhere near a onth of 1,000 or 1,000,000 of war Mohbad actually sort of like as in legacy and royalty today. It is unfortunate, really, to kind of report that you can find people who will leave their country. I don't know if Pok York is in Semeboda somewhere, living in a kitchen somewhere or wherever. There's always in the kitchen. The house looks like someone who lives in a porter cabin and all that kind of stuff. And yes, the story of their life is actually that they found an opportunity. Critical Stingers is not a trademark, it's not registered, there is no association, it's just a name dropping, it's just sort of like a name that they came up with when they were fatigued. I don't know how many of them were there. As time goes on, their president obviously right now is on his way out. By the way, Gurexi and all that kind of stuff. Joseph Aloba is there with Devil's Grace. Devil's Grace is the one that is running the Nigerian chapter of their shenanigans. And then you have various other idiots, some of them living, I don't know where, in England or America, buy up billions. You don't know whether his life is coming or going. Pok York, oh gosh, you don't know whether he's ever going to get a life. Barrister Laide and all these people that they cannot even pay their children's school fees. If Barrister Laide lives in England, it is compulsory to send your children to a private school if you can't afford to pay for it. And that is where the entire Go Fraud Me, Access and Wema went. Baba befriended these people, and then today there's no money anywhere. And they're lying about it's costing 60 million to do autopsy and toxicology, lying about doing phone forensics, where they were out there trying to hack someone's phone, trying to hack maybe Mohbad's old phone or whatever the case may be that these people were doing. These are idiots. So critical thinkers are not thinkers. They are stinkers. There's nothing critical about anything. Because every time there's something critical, they cannot even answer to emergency. They are not trained. They are not enlightened. They are illiterates. They are dullards. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
And that's who they are.
I want to add this. You know, when I look through this thing here, I can't fathom how so-called bachelor's degree holders, master's degree holders, PhD holders lost their sense, absolutely lost their sense, became morally bankrupted, lost their integrity, have no emotional stability, and in so doing, they lost their psychological health, and then on top of it all, lost their ability to empathize with others. What kind of I don't get it. Did you go to school? Did you learn? Or you just went through the school, or the school went, I don't know how to put it. A whole PhD holder, a whole master's degree holder, a whole first degree holder. And then you allow someone like Josie to come and emotionally blackmail you. And then how do you expect people like me to see you as? And those people, I don't need to call your names. You know yourself. The likes of Crunchy Queen and Chairman. You are ashamed to this society, to your society. You know, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves for what you have done to this so-called justice for Mohbad. You guys lost it. You totally lost it by setting someone up for bullying without any ounce or shred of evidence. And if you are well read, like you stated, then this is not how. You don't just display someone or put someone on a platter to be slaughtered without any evidence. You have no evidence against this child that he's not Mohbad's son. Neither do you have any evidence against the mother that she has anything to do with the buying of her husband. You could still fight for justice by being open-minded without targeting, and we could still get somewhere. But what you guys did was come here and target and left the real justice. And I stand here today, wherever this could go, let it go. Josie knows that Liam is his grandson. Ẹni tó bá ṣépè òun lè pé mama mú àdàbí bó bá jẹ́ pé òótọ́ kọ́ là ń sọ. Well, I can't say for a fact that this is true, but Josie never questions Liam's DNA. He never questioned Liam's legitimacy till the death of his son. And Mohbad never questioned Liam's DNA. And for some reason, we are here, fine. But you guys should know something. Wherever I see you, whether you came with fake name, when you speak, I will know whom you are. You can hide your face, hide your identity. But some of us know how to, store. We have memories. We will know you. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Olori buruku ni gbogbo yin, man. Look at what you've turned this justice to. And let me tell you guys today, there's no smoking gun anywhere. I'll keep preaching this. There's nothing, no evidence, nothing. Mohbad died out of medical negligence. Whether you like to take it or not, that's the facts that we have at hand. Until you bring that evidence that you have, you're all making noise. Ariwo ọjà ní gbogbo yín. You will back and back and back and you can't bite. You've been backing for almost 2 years. You have not beaten anything. You came up with zero. Lẹ́yìn kẹ́ máa nara yín lẹ́pọ̀n àti òbò, kò sí nǹkan míì tẹ́ ń ṣe lórí platform yìí. Àfi kẹ́ máa ṣe wèrè. Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa nà yín lẹ́pọ̀n kú ni. Ẹ máa bá a lọ. Ẹ̀yin wèrè. Àpọ̀mọ reléwẹ̀. You don't have anything. If you have something, bring it out. There was corona. We keep hearing there was 3 seconds, but they can never step in the corona and tender their evidence. You couldn't go to the police. If the police, you think the police are doing some shenanigans, first put your evidence on display. On whatever social media you have, bring it out on display, then tender it to the police so that we can all have copies. When the police do nonsense, we bring it out to them. But you don't have anything. All you're doing is getting money, making money out of a poor child's death. Wow! Out of the poor ẹni tó kú ní ti ẹgbẹ́. Gbogbo yín lẹ máa jèrè iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ yín. Gbogbo yín, àtẹ̀mí, àtẹ̀yìn, gbogbo wa la máa jèrè iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ wa. Lágbára Ọlọ́run, kò sẹ́ni tó máa lọ tì. Ṣé understand? Ẹ̀yin lẹ mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n bá sọ tàìsọ ẹ̀ máa ṣe pé. Ṣé orí kan fi yẹn? Ìyá rẹ, Ọlọ́run á ṣàánú ẹ̀. Kó má fi ìyá rẹ, kó má fi bá àwọn ọmọ tó bí. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo ẹnu ẹ̀ máa ṣe pé èpè yìí náà ni ẹ̀rí evidence ẹ̀rí kankan gbé jáde. Bàbá Josie gan kò rí ẹ̀rí kankan gbé jáde àfi kó máa nẹ̀pọ̀n kiri pẹ̀lú sùtánà. I'm not gonna go there. I don't like going after Josie. Arrest my case. Ṣé ti gbọ́? Nǹkan tó bá dẹ̀ wù yín ni ẹ sọ. Èmi, if you come for me, I don't open platform for nonsense. If I feel like I'll come for you, I'll come for you.
Yes, my beautiful people. Thank you, Queen Abiki. I think you've heard the last word. Your submission will be the last one. It's been a long day. You can imagine how fatigued people actually feel. I don't know how many hours I've done, but I'm sure I've done many hours. Maybe I've done 10 hours or whatever the case may be. Uh, my wrap up is not going to be as comprehensive as I do normally, but everyone that's joined since we kicked off at the very early hours of today, I've seen the sun rise, I've seen the sun set. It's been a beautiful day. I've had a beautiful time engaging with wonderful people across the board. We've had people that well champion Latisne over Supreme. Supreme probably got about 90% of the core. We have a non-decider and what have you. But as I'll tell you something, you guys have been beautiful. You've been super fantastic. You've been amazing. I wanted you to take the tap to 100K, but we stopped at 70K. That's beautiful. I know it's not easy when the conversation is going and you're enjoying it. You rest on your laurels. It's a good thing to the Black App that they remind you every now and again with quizzes for you to know that people are not tapping. Everyone that tapped, everybody that commented, all the people that are naughty, that are blocked for the rest of the session, do come again. But when you do come, don't come to IT Guys platform to come and fight people in the comment section. Be civil, be useful to the cause. I always enjoy everybody being there. Vengeance has been here. He came in here to come and spam the comment section. It got picked up, and I think in a timely manner, I managed to suppress him for the entire session. I would have loved to kind of have him come up to be one of Baba's champion, to be on this platform to engage with us and all that kind of stuff. Well, it's a missed opportunity today. It could be different tomorrow, but as I said, I'm so tired right now, I can't think. Otherwise, I would have actually wrapped it up with some Mobad or Joe Bad or some fella music, but I'm just too tired. And I know everybody's household, people are looking for you, people at work, people are looking for you, people have to return to their work or whatever. It has been wonderful. I wish I can just keep myself awake and just carry on with this. It has been beautiful. Anyone who missed this session, you would have missed a lot. I think it will be too much for me to kind of sift my way through it and keep cutting few bits and pieces. And I don't know, whenever I do a session that's lengthy, what happens is that I share it with people and they can't open it. That is nothing to do with me. It is there. I can go into it. Sometimes it takes a bit of time for the whole thing to stream its way through. And I think the longer you leave the actual recording, the longer it takes for it to kind of warm its way and open. Whatever the case may be, maybe some people have recorded it. It will be difficult for me to go through something that looks like maybe 10 hours to be looking for highlights. And if I can, I will share the highlights with people. You guys have been wonderful. It has been interesting. We've talked about you. If your name is Supreme Iron Lady, if your name is Latisne Olori Ebi Oninle, we've talked about you. If you are Same Jojo, we've talked about you. If you are Rotes Sam, we've talked about you. If you're IT guy, we've talked about you. If you are Paparano, if you are Comfy, if you are everybody, we've talked about ourselves. We've allowed people to talk about us. And this is how we're going to live it. And I bid you guys a wonderful evening, afternoon, night, morning, evening, wherever you are. With God's blessing from the bottom of my heart, I really enjoy having you guys around. Until we meet again is say la vie, other foreign language. Is that correct? Au revoir, goodbye. Odabo, odaro, ekare, ekale. Have a
Thank you,
wonderful
IT.
until we
See
meet
you soon. Probably
Abby?
Friday, right? Next Friday.
Yeah. This hopefully. Abby, you there?
Abby's not there. Probably.
Well, you've all been supreme and wonderful. Have a pleasant time until we meet again. Is goodbye and God bless.
Goodbye. God bless you. Bye. God bless you.